well, let's get started for today. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips, your knees can release, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can relax. It's finding a place where you can breathe. It's taking a few moments here to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep clearing breath here. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting your hands come onto your knees. We're going to take some circles with your upper body around your hips. Letting your spine initially stay tall and long. Imagining you have a mortar and pestle with your spine and your pelvis. It's going either small circles or big circles. It's beginning to find some movement in our body. And then pausing and moving in the other direction. The next time you come towards the front of your mat, we're going to pause there, release your hands out in front of you, and find a forward fold, letting your arms start to walk out long, head and neck to release down. And taking a few deep clearing breaths here, full deep breaths in. Those big sighs out. There's one more big breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, slowly walking your hands back towards your shins. And bring them behind your back about a foot or so. We're going to find a heart opener here. Letting your shoulder blades hug towards each other and roll down your back. Letting your chest, your heart space lift up towards the ceiling. And you can take your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe gazing forward, maybe gazing up towards the ceiling, maybe lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. There's one more breath here, deep breath in. And out. Gently to bend your elbows to release your shoulders. Coming through center, and we're going to make your way into your tabletop on your hands and your knees. So you can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. And initially taking any movements or motions that might feel good here. So maybe some hip circles, cat-cows. So exploring how your hips, your shoulders, and your spine are feeling this morning. Giving yourself another breath or two to even out your movements. And moving into a neutral tabletop. We're going to work into your wrists and forearms just a little bit this morning. So initially turning your hands so your fingers face towards the sides of your mat. You could start with just a little rock of your shoulders side to side. So a reminder to be gentle on our wrists. We use them so much every day and don't often give them enough love. You can stay right here if you want to work a little bit deeper. You can let your hands rotate even further around, maybe to the point where your fingers point towards your knees. And if your fingers are towards your knees, let that rock start to go from forward to back. Just one more breath here. Deep breath in and out. Gently releasing your hands back through center. Maybe give them a little wiggle if they need it. Now we're going to work onto the back sides of your wrists, just one hand at a time. Bringing the whole back of your hand to your mat. You might have a bend to your elbow, and that's okay. Maybe working towards straightening into your arm. If your arm fully straightens, maybe letting your hips start to shift towards your heels a little. And if having your wrist directly below your shoulder is a little bit too much on your body, the hand can come a little closer towards your leg. That alleviates that angle in the wrist, just that little bit. And finding your breath. Your slow, steady breaths in and out. Just one more breath here. Letting your elbows start to bend to release the wrist. Just give that wrist a little wiggle. Now we're going to move on to your other side. Bring the whole back of your hand to your mat. Finding that perfect space for this side of your body. This side might feel a whole lot different than the other one. And that's perfectly okay. Just finding that space where you can breathe. And you can begin to release. One more breath in and out. Bending back into your left elbow, give your wrist that little bit of a shake. And then coming to sit on your heels or stand on your knees, whatever feels better in your body. You're going to shake your wrists out just a little bit. Letting your elbows come by your ribs, palms facing towards each other, letting your wrists shake side to side. And pause. Letting your palms face towards the ground, shaking your hands up and down. Imagine your little bird trying to fly. And pause. And grounding your palms, curling your toes. We're going to press back to your downward facing dog. Hips lifting high. You can find a pedal of your knees, bending one knee, letting the other heel press down. Maybe switching to the other side. And finding some stillness in your movements. So letting a movement move you to a place and then taking a full breath there. Before moving to another space. And eventually we're going to find your downward facing dog, your neutral downward facing dog. Chest pressing towards your thighs, navel drawing in and up. Taking one deep breath here, a full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold here. A soft bend to your knees. Head and neck to release. Arms and shoulders to let go. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. And taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees. And slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. Maybe a few more revolutions of your shoulder joints. That full range of motion. Eventually finding your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Your feet can be together about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can. Arms releasing by your sides. Once more, taking a moment here to breathe. And to notice your breath. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Your full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, lengthening through your spine. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a breath in. And out. And do one more just like that. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a full deep breath in. And out. And gently releasing your hands behind your lower back, interlacing your fingers. Taking that big shoulder roll and drawing your hands down towards the ground. And shoulder blades squeezing towards each other. We're going to work into our head and neck just a little bit here. So you're welcome to stay right where you are or letting your chin draw in towards your chest. Maybe rolling your right ear toward your right shoulder. And chin back towards your chest. Left ear towards your left shoulder. Letting your chin roll back towards your chest. And you're welcome to stay with these half neck rolls, maybe going all the way around. Pause if there's a spot that you feel needs a little bit of extra love today. Giving yourself 2 more breaths here, evening out whatever movements you might need. When you're ready, allowing yourself to come back to a neutral spine, letting your shoulders and hands release, giving your arms a little shake, a little wiggle. You can find some rotations with your upper body side to side, the empty coat sleeves. And pausing back through center. Just taking 1 deep breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to a half lift. Exhale to fold, and we're going to pause here in an active forward fold. So your hands can be on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground and your hips up towards the ceiling. And finding a breath that allows you to find some stillness. One more deep breath in. And out. Releasing any binds that you might have. As you inhale, rising to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back to your plank. Grounding your palms, stepping your feet back, the top of a push-up. A full deep breath in here. As you exhale, your chaturanga or your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your right foot forward into a low lunge. Right foot stepping by your right wrist. Left knee coming down onto your mat. Letting your hips begin to draw forward and down. You can stay here with your hands on the ground. Maybe moving up to blocks or up to your right knee. But wherever you end up, letting your hips continue to find that forward and down. And letting your breath find a steady rhythm, whatever that might be for you. One more deep breath in and out. letting your hands come down to frame that left or that right foot. We're going to find your half splits, hips shifting up and back. Maybe that right foot scoots a little more forward if you need it to. You can have a straight leg or a slight bend to your knee. Taking that deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale, to fold over that extended leg. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can always have blocks underneath your hands to let the chest stay lifted and you stay supported. If you're really open, you can always just let that front leg start scooting a little bit further forward. Maybe finding a deeper version of your splits. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly bending back into your front knee. And we're going to move into a twist here, laying that left hand ground onto a block or your mat. The right hand coming towards your right knee. Taking a deep breath in to find length through your spine. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Stay here with the hand on your knee. Maybe the arm opens up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling adventurous today, maybe bending into the back knee and reaching back for that left foot. If you have your back foot, gently to release. Releasing your right hand down to your mat. You're going to shift your hips up and back and let that right knee step to meet your left. No fancy transitions today. You can take some big hip circles or hip sways. Whatever counter movement you might need before finding our downward facing dog. Curling your toes and pressing your hips up and back. And staying right here, we're going to go through that flow that we did earlier. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhaling your chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Then coming on to the other side, letting your left foot step forward to your low lunge, left foot by the left wrist, right knee coming down onto your mat. And finding that space that's right for you here. Maybe your hands are on the ground, up to blocks, up to that left knee. And finding that perfect breath for this side of your body. For this space right here, right now. Taking 2 more breaths. A deep breath in and out. Another full deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come to frame that front foot, that left foot. You're going to find your half splits, hips shifting up and back. Maybe that left foot scoots forward if you need it to. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length. As you exhale to find your fold. Finding that perfect space for this side of your body. This leg might feel a whole lot different than the other side. Slow, deep breaths in. And out. Just 2 more breaths here. Deep breath in. And out. 1 more full breath in. And out. We're going to bend back into that front knee and prepare for our twist on this side. Letting your right hand find a space to ground. Left hand towards the left knee. Taking your deep breath in to find length. And exhale to find your twist. Again, the hand can stay on your left knee, maybe opening up towards the ceiling. If you did so on the other side, maybe bending into your back knee, reaching back for that foot. One more deep breath in and out. Drive your back foot gently to release. Releasing that left hand down to your mat. Hips shifting up and back. Letting that left knee step to meet your right. And this time let your knees come nice and wide on your mat. And taking some big hip circles. Maybe the next time your hips come forward, you pause there in a soft cobra, letting the hips start to settle down towards the ground. Then moving those circles in the other direction. And eventually we're going to pause in your child's pose, letting your toe mounds come to touch, hips drawing towards your heels. Head and neck to release. If this space doesn't feel comfortable or a place where you can release, finding any other space that feels comfortable for you. Place where you can take a few deep clearing breaths. Deep breaths in. A big sigh out. Allowing anything that's ready to go to be picked up by your breath and released. One more clearing breath here. A deep breath in. And out. To inhale, rising back into your table, curling your toes and pressing back to your downward facing dog. Taking any movements that might feel needed here, for taking one deep breath in stillness. A deep breath in and out. And staying right here, we're going to go through that flow one final time today. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhaling your chaturanga, or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands towards your feet, finding another gentle forward fold. Soft bend to your knees. Head and neck to release. Staying right here, taking your opposite elbows and maybe finding a light rock with your upper body from side to side. Gently to release your hands. We're going to move into your squat, your malasana. Your feet can stay parallel towards each other. Maybe your toes flare out toward the sides a little bit. Letting your knees start to bend and your hips starting to sink down. And pausing wherever you feel stable and strong. Wherever you feel like you can stand right back up if you need to. Wherever that might be. If you need, you can always put a block under your hips. Hands can stay on the ground or maybe your heart center. And finding your breath here. Slow, deep breaths in. And your slow, deep breaths out. And then eventually we're going to make your way into a seat, however you'd like to get there. There's no right or wrong way to come down onto your mat. And initially, letting your feet stay nice and wide on your mat and find a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. Coming back through center, we're going to move into your seated pigeon. So get this, we're going to do the right leg first. So this left foot can be close to your hip or further away, maybe all the way extended out if you need to. Bringing that right ankle on top of the left knee. You could stay here, maybe letting your chest walk a little bit closer towards that leg. Maybe letting you hug that right leg in towards your chest. Wherever you end up, finding your breath. Your slow, steady breaths in and out. One more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Gently letting that right foot to release down. You can find a little bit more of those windshield wipers if you need it before moving over onto the other side. That left ankle on top of the right knee. Letting that left knee start to press away. Maybe chest walking closer, maybe hugging that left leg into your chest. And then finding your breath. Your slow, deep breaths in and out. one more breath here, that deep breath in and out. Gently releasing that left foot down. Finding a little windshield wiper side to side. And we're going to move into a twist from here. Letting the knees come all the way towards the right side of your mat. Thinking about the left knee coming towards the sole of your right foot. And we're going to find a twist towards that right side. Letting your spine find length and twisting towards the right. You're welcome to stay tall or let your hands walk away from your hips. You can stay on your palms, maybe moving to your forearms, maybe coming all the way down. And finding a space where you can release. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Slowly walking your hands back towards your hips, coming back through center, finding that little bit of movement of your knees side to side. And when you're ready, we're going to find that twist over on the other side. Knees over towards the left. Again, right knee towards the sole of your left foot. Initially finding your length and your twist. And maybe your hands start to walk away from your hips. And finding the place here where you can release. Where you can begin to let go. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly walking your hands back towards your hips, coming through center, finding that little wiggle windshield wiper side to side. We're going to move into your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, heels coming tight towards your hips, as tight as feels okay on your hips and your knees. Letting your knees begin to press out and down. Maybe finding that lean forward, the tilt of your hips forward. Thinking of your belly button drawing towards your feet. Maybe a fold forward or your round. But wherever you end up, letting your legs stay active and strong. Your slow, steady breaths in and out. So one more breath here, a full deep breath in. Your full deep breath out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. Ooh. Letting your feet scoot a little bit further out in front of you, a nice wide diamond shape. About the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale, to find your fold. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. Letting your legs scoot all the way out long in front of you. Or seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Your feet can be together, hip width, or a little bit wider, however feels best for you. Straight legs or that slight bend to your knees. Initially finding your length and that tilt of your hips forward. Maybe finding your fold. And wherever you end up, allowing your head and neck to release just that little bit more. So you have a slight bend to your knees, maybe let the legs start to straighten a little bit. One more full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. Now we're going to make your way all the way onto your backs. Slowly rolling down, letting your knees hug into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe some rocks from side to side or some circles of your knees around your hips. Together or independently. And staying right here, we're going to find your happy baby. Letting your knees start to draw towards your armpits. Your feet drawing up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Letting your tailbone draw down towards the ground, your shoulder caps drawing down as well. Letting your knees come back into your chest. And releasing your feet onto your mat. We're going to find a reclined bound angle. Letting your feet come together, knees opening out towards the sides. Your feet can be as close or as far from your hips as you need. You can also have some support under your thighs, cushions, blocks, or allowing the legs to release down towards the ground. I'm going to take a moment to notice our breath. And if this doesn't feel any bit good on your legs, you can always just let your legs extend out long for your Shavasana. But initially here, if it feels okay, placing one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart. Just beginning to notice where in your body that breath is moving. And allowing the breath to move deep into your low belly. And to release back out. And staying with these breaths. And giving your body permission to let go. To release what it might be holding on to. One more breath here. Full deep breath in. And out. And then we're going to move into your final relaxation, your Shavasana. You can extend your legs out long, arms by your sides, or any other space that feels most comfortable for you. Whatever shape that looks like, however much space that takes up. Finding that place where you can completely release, where you can let go. And once you find that space, giving your body permission to release, giving your thoughts permission to wander. Taking one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Releasing control of your breath. your breath, into your body, into this time and space. Allowing with each breath, life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back in through your head and neck. Taking one deep clearing breath here, a full deep breath in, and a big sigh out. And slowly making your way up into a comfortable seat. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.